Charmaine, and my guest today is an actress and television host who has appeared in movies like The Wood and Tyler Perry's Daddy's Little Girls. She is best known for her role in HBO's Soul Food, and she's here today to talk about her new television movie, Marry Us for Christmas, airing on Up TV. Help me welcome actress Malinda Williams. Welcome, Malinda.
Thank you, Lady Charmaine. How you doing?
I am really good. You know, I was going over your career, and as I was reading about you, I saw that one thing about you, you have been consistently working and a consistently working African-American actress in Hollywood. To what do you contribute your success?
God.
Amen.
I mean, really? Come on. I mean, I just, one word, God. I'm blessed. And I do not take that for granted. I do understand that my position is, not super unique, but it's definitely unique. And I count my blessings almost daily. I think I started to realize it probably, and I've been in this business now almost, I know crazy, but 30-something years since I was a child. And I kind of just thought that this is the way it was for everybody. Like everybody would work. That's how, when you get into a career or a job, you just continue to do what you do. And then I just noticed, probably maybe 10 or 15 years in, people started sort of disappearing. Like I would be like, oh, I wonder what happened to so-and-so. I used to see her all the time. And then, new people would come in, and then they would disappear, but I was always still here. And I would be like, well, maybe they just quit and decided to do something else. Then I started getting really close friends who were also in the industry, and then having real, in-depth conversations with them about how difficult it was and how frustrated they would get. And that's when I began to realize, wow, I'm truly blessed, and I really, have to be thankful every day and continue to ask and give thanks for, what is being consistently given to me. So believe me, thank you, and I don't take it for granted.
Now, you gave the best answer. When I ask other people that question, it's always their hard work ethic. They always attribute it to something that they've done, and that's why you're still working, because it's God, and it's Him that opens up doors, and it's Him that closes doors. And as long as you continue to acknowledge Him, He's going to continue to bless you.
Absolutely. Well, that's also something that I ask. I always say, listen, if this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing, show me that too. But I'm consistently, again, being shown that, no, you're where you're supposed to be. You're where I need you to be. So I'm like, okay, I'll stay there. I'll hang out for a little longer.
It's a good place to be, too, in the center of God's will.
For sure.
Well, you are in a new television movie on Up TV. So tell us about the new movie, Marry Us for Christmas, and who else is in the movie.
Well, we originally did Marry Me for Christmas last Christmas season last year, and oh my gosh, it was such a great movie. It was really funny. It got the best ratings on Up TV and Aspire Network also, and it just was, a really good, feel-good romantic comedy. And so we had so much fun, and it did so well, we decided to do another one. And in the original one, my character, Marcy Jewell, who is a marketing executive, and she runs her own agency, she figured out some things about her life, what she wants to do, and she wants to marry the love of her life, Blair. So, thus, Marry Us for Christmas. So it's interesting because it's kind of a holiday, romantic comedy, holiday / 'tis the season to get married movie, which, everybody loves a wedding movie, but they also love a holiday movie. Myself, Victoria Rowell, returns as my mom, who is just, I don't know if you saw the first one, but just had everybody in stitches in the original film. And, of course, she brings that pain again, that good laughter pain again. Of course, Karan Riley, who plays Blair, my fiance and my soon-to-be husband. We have a couple of new cast members. Marcus Houston, I don't know if you remember, he's a singer, he's an actor.
Yep.
Really, really funny. Amazing. And he plays opposite Victoria. Yeah, he plays opposite. Well, let's just say he plays opposite Victoria. and very interesting little dynamic that they have. I think people will be very surprised about. And then some other little surprises in there. Carl Payne returns, Greg Allen Williams returns, Crystal Wilson, and Dieta West as well.
Now, I got a chance to watch it, so I thought it was pretty funny. And during the ceremony, me and my assistant was talking about, really? I know they are not doing that right now in the middle of the ceremony, having this discussion. So I thought that was quite interesting. Whose idea was that? I don't want to give it away, but a discussion that takes place at the altar.
Well, that's obviously our brilliant writer, Rhonda Baraka. And listen, if you're going to take that plunge, if there's anything we need to talk about, we need to talk about before this thing happens, okay? So we're having a little discussion before we say I do, just to make sure that we need to be saying I do. So yeah, that was a very interesting little tidbit that she put into the movie. I'm actually glad she did it because it's like, wait a minute. What are we doing with this? And then what are we doing with that? Okay, then let's go forward and go ahead and do this now that that's out of the way. So it was good.
That's good. Yes, I got a chance to watch it. I enjoyed it. I got a chance to watch it today. So I want to thank Up for sharing that with me. I appreciate it. Now I want to get to Malinda. You were in the television series Soul Food, which was very popular, which was one of my favorite movies. And it was made into a TV series. Was it a challenge for you to live up to the character that was played by Nia Long?
No, not at all. In fact, I didn't even consider, when the series came up, I did not consider that I was going to have shoes to fill. All I considered was that this character is so much like me, I could play her with my eyes closed. I'm the youngest of two, I have two older sisters. I'm the youngest of three women, two very successful older, bossy women, but we're all we're very close. The dynamic I had with the sisters on that show was very similar to the dynamic I have with my sisters in real life. And at the time, I was going through a relationship challenge, and I had a very young son. So there were so many, and I'm a cosmetologist. I do hair also. There were so many parallels to draw between myself, my personal life, and the character's life that I didn't even consider. Yes, Nia was brilliant in that role, and obviously everyone loved her. But it was just, I knew I could just fall right in and take it where I needed it to go.
That's funny that you mentioned that, because I've seen some of your videos of you doing hair, and you are a cosmetologist. No wonder why you do it so well. And speaking of all the accomplishments that you have, you're also one of the hosts for the Excel show on the Aspire Network. Did you ever have a desire to even become a television host?
You know what? No, it wasn't something that I ever really thought about. It's interesting because what I do, I don't consider work. I don't consider it work. I consider everything you see me do is pretty much an extension of what I do in real life, or some part of me is coming through. So as a talk show hostess, I love talking. I love chit-chatting with my girlfriends. We're always kicking it up somewhere. We have get-togethers, and we have in-depth discussions, and we have lighthearted fun as well. So it was just like, wait a minute, so somebody actually wants to pay me to do this? Okay, I'm in. I'm down. Yes.
See, I love that.
It goes, really, it goes back to, that whole thing I said earlier about feeling like, I'm so blessed beyond, what I ever could possibly have imagined I would be by being able to do this quote-unquote work. Because to me, it's not work. It's all fun.
That's when you know you're called to do it. Kind of reminds me of Steve Harvey, how even in his, I don't want to say older years, but he is 57, just more things are coming, talk shows and, radio shows and hosting game shows and just all these things that just unfold to you, that just comes to you naturally. So if you think about it, or maybe you probably already thought about it, what would have been your ideal job if you would not have been an actress?
No, I would be a hairstylist. If I were not an actress, I would be I would definitely be running the salon. Let's be clear about that. Like, I would just be working at it, and I would be running it. Because that really was what I wanted to do. My mom did hair in the house as we were growing up, and I went to cosmetology school because I worked in a salon for 5 years, and I thought I would probably go on to open up and own my own salon, if not a chain of salons. So that's I know for a fact that's the job that I would be doing.
Okay, that's good. So if people wanted to follow you, keep up with you, do you have a website, social media sites?
I do. I mean, I'm on MalindaWilliams.com, as well as I'm on Twitter at Malin's World, Instagram at Malin's World. I'm also on Facebook, the Malinda Williams. So yeah, there's various ways you can follow me. And, definitely on Sunday, December 7th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, we'll be tweeting during the airing of the show, which is always fun. We had a lot of fun with that last season, so we'll do it again this year.
Good. I'm glad you said that because I want to remind the audience to make sure that you check out Marry Us for Christmas, which will be airing on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern on Up TV. Also, make sure you DVR it if you're going to be watching the Battle of the Bay, which is a huge game. So we want to make sure that everybody get a chance to watch Marry Us for Christmas. It's a great, warm, lighthearted movie. I believe everyone will enjoy.
Yeah.
Melinda, again, thank you so much for joining me.
If you're going to tweet with us, use the hashtag Marry Us for Christmas.
Marry Us for Christmas. Great. Thank you so much again, Melinda.
You got it. Thank you. I'll talk to you again soon, I hope.
Yes.